there. Today I'm going to film a plan with me in my work planner, which uses the So Much Crafting inserts. I'm going to be using a kit from Vintage Gypsy Road that was actually in her November colors, but I remember when I got it at the time, it didn't seem super fall to me because it had so much pink, but I really liked the patterns. Here's the washi for the set. And I really liked it. It has kind of the teal and the pink and the tans, and I thought it was really pretty. And I thought it would go nicely with January's colors as well. So I'm going to use my January Scribble Prints headers and then mostly this kit from Vintage Gypsy Road. So I'll show you all the items I have for the kit. I'm not going to use them all this week, obviously, but because there's a lot, but then yeah. So here's first is the washi sheet. It's not matte washi, it is glossy washi. Glossy washi, that rhymes. But and I folded it just to fit into my storage system. But yeah, very cute. You can see all the different prints. Next is the matte, full box write-ons. And they have kind of the middle is blanked out so that it's easy to write on. And I like using this to write down my work meetings. And then next, I'll just show these. These are the full box glossy, boxes. They are not as easy to write on, but they're pretty for decoration. Next are the matte half box write-ons, in the same kind of, it's kind of muted in the middle, so it's easier to write on. And then here are the glossy half boxes. And then for this set, I also got the 3mm washi. I'm not sure if, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this in this yet. I don't normally use, but it came with the other washi. I haven't really used Vintage Gypsy Road's 3mm washi in the past. We'll see if I end up trying it. And then finally, these might be hard to tell. These are the ruffles, though, which I think are super cute for decoration, either at the top or the bottom, and they're in the prints of the set. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. The way I'm going to organize these inserts for work is at the top I do my daily to-dos, then I do my today section, which is where I write down all my meetings. Then I use the bottom for little things, which is where I track hydration or any calls I need to make, or just little notes to myself that I might need. So first I'm going to do the to-do and my checklist. And for the checklist this week, I'm going to go ahead and use these heart checklists from Scribble Prints Co. These were in her charity sampler. I do have some full box checklists that I could use, or I have some actually from November left over that I could use, but I figured since it's January, I might as well use these, and I don't really have another plan for these heart checklists. So yeah, so I'm going to do the to-do, the checklist, and the today headers, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I put down my checklists and my headers, and next I'm going to go in with these matte write-ons and fill them in. I technically do have the day off on Monday, so I probably didn't need the full to-do list, but there are a few little work things like admin type of things that I'm just going to log on and do that day, so I might as well put them in my work planner. And I'm going to put a box there and just put a day off marker. So yeah, so I'll do that, and then yeah, actually I'll put these down in the today section, and then I'll do also my little things headers and the glossy full boxes in the little things section. So I'll be back in a minute. so I put down the today section in the little things headers. I didn't fill in the little things yet because I wanted to pause. I tried to use from the full write-ons because I'm probably going to try and get at least 2 weeks out of this kit because I have so many different pieces. I only used 4 of them, and then for the day I have off, I figured I could just write day off here, and then I used the glossy half box at the bottom instead. So then I have 4 for another week, and I could do something like this on another one of the days. I also tried to use more of the teal and wood ones. One thing I do like about the Vintage Gypsy Road sets is that because you get, like if you buy a lot of these sheets, you get so many, and they tend to have 2 kind of primary, like 2 dominant colors that play off all the neutrals, and you can almost divide it into 2 different weeks, like 1 teal week picking up the teal tones, and then like 1 pink week. So I might save the pink week for my work planner in February. So anyway, so that was kind of why I did this the way I did it. Okay, so next I'm going to fill in the little things section. One thing I know I definitely want to do is use the water bottles, at least for Tuesday through Friday when I'll be at work. I have them from Planner Kate, and they're in the January colors. So I think I'm going to put down the glossy full boxes. Besides, I'm still kind of getting the hang of my work planner. Like I am using it like to plan my to-dos, but like I'm not looking at it as much during the day. I'm still kind of relying on like little to-dos I make on Post-its during the workday, which is not ideal, which is not really what I want to be doing. So I need to figure out a way to get myself to use it a little better. And I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of babbling. Okay, so there are those. I'm gonna try and save 4 of them because I have a lot of these half boxes and the glossy half boxes, so I'm gonna use those here. Again, trying to use more of like the teals and the woods in this week's spread just to save the pinks. Okay, so there's that. One thing that I liked that I did last week, instead of putting washi down at the bottom, I used these matte write-ons, and I used them kind of to write at the end of every day. I used them to write down my the must-dos for the next day, or just reminders like, oh, you didn't follow up on that email, don't forget to do that tomorrow. You know, instead of just putting it directly into the to-do list. I don't know, it worked for me, so I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to go ahead at the bottom and put the matte boxes down. Okay, so those could be straighter, but I was trying to get them close to the bottom without directly, close to the bottom so that I could go through and put ruffles on top of them. I thought that might be cute. I'm gonna try that. That's cute. I like how that turned out. Something a little different. Decorative, but still not like over the top. I'm trying to keep this planner pretty, as minimal as you can be when you cover the entire thing in stickers, but I'm trying to not make it so like over the top decorated. Okay, so next I'm going to go through with my water bottles. I think I'll use maybe this darker color. And I'm not going to do one on Monday because it would just be a lie. I'm not going to mark my hydration while I'm at home on the day off, but I will try to use it while I'm stand out super well on the dark, but that's okay. Okay, so next up is the sidebar, and what I've been doing so far in the sidebar, because I obviously am not using this planner on the weekends because I'm not at work on the weekends, is covering up the dates, and then using it for like my priority items of the week, and then like notes to myself or like little reminders to jot down. So yes. Okay, so for this section, I'm going to use these headers. These are from the Andrea's Favorites multicolor headers, and I never really used the gray, so I figured I could use them. They don't go perfectly, if I'm being, like, they're not my favorite match, but they're, like, I like them a lot better than I like the orange from the January, and I think I'm only going to use them a little bit, so I think it'll be fine. So first, I'm going to tilt this on its side because it's just a little easier for me to do it this way. First, I'm going to cover up the top. Actually, I could use the washi instead. I'm going to go ahead and use the washi up the sidebar. So first, I'm going to cover up this date with washi. Okay, and then I'm going to first I'm going to use the work, and this will kind of just be like my must-dos for the work week. And then I don't really want to use, like I said, my full box heart checklist, and since I've already used some of these, I'm going to use this one. Oops, I just dropped something. Yeah. And then do I want to go in with some washi? I think I'm going to do a few, because I have a lot of these, I'm going to do a few like mini sections. I'm going to do one, I think I'm going to do one called notes, one called next week at the very bottom, and then one, maybe I'll just do another little things, which can be like little email reminders. Washi, and then I guess I'm just going to do a next week. I'm not going to do 3 different sections. I think that would be overkill. So there is the finished spread. It is pretty simple, to be honest, or you know, relatively simple is probably a better way to put it. But I like, you know, there's a little bit more white space. I didn't end up using those 3mm washi, these ones, because I just felt like I kind of liked there being a little bit more breathing room here. And yeah, I think it's super cute. I'm probably not going to write anything in it now. I'll write it as I get closer to the work week, because it's not starting till Tuesday. I mean, I'll do my to-dos on Monday, like I mentioned. But anyway, yeah, so I'll try to post a midweek at least of this on Instagram if you're curious to see what it looks like once there's stuff written in it, and how I'm using it during the week. But yeah, I think this is really pretty, and it just kind of shows you how, especially Vintage Gypsy Roads, like her monthly sets, you can use those in a lot of different months, so and in a lot of different ways. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how this turned out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks.